Welcome to Food Fights, and today we're going to be trying these two brands of tuna. On the left, weighing in at 4 ounces, is Chicken of the Sea tuna in water. And on the right, weighing in at 5 ounces, is Great Values tuna in water. So, how much did I pay for each one of these? Let's see which one of these is the better value. So for the Chicken of the Sea, I paid 89 cents for this 4-ounce can of tuna, and that works out to 17 cents an ounce. So for the Walmart Great Value brand, I paid 55 cents for this 5-ounce can, and that works out to 11 cents an ounce. So it may not seem like a lot, but in the long run, obviously, the Walmart Great Value brand is going to be a better value than what the Chicken of the Sea is. But what's important is what's inside. So is there really a difference between the Chicken of the Sea and the Walmart Great Value brand? I can't see how there'd be much difference at all because it's tuna. How much difference can there be? It's tuna in water. So I suppose the only difference there could be is maybe in the quality or maybe the size of the chunks of the tuna. So let's find out. I say we open these up and see if there is, in fact, a difference between these two. And here we are with the tuna. Can you guess which one is which? I guess in this instance, you actually do get what you pay for. I'm really surprised at the difference. Yeah, you know which one is which, don't you? Which one do you think is which? Well, I'm surprised and I'm kind of disappointed. Of course, that's Chicken of the Sea. And look at that. That just looks so good. And unfortunately, that's the Walmart Great Value brand. I had higher hopes for the Walmart Great Value brand. I mean, just on the surface, which one looks better? Oh my gosh. The Chicken of the Sea definitely looks better than the Walmart. Look at the Chicken of the Sea. Oh my gosh, look at those huge chunks. Oh, and this smells good. I love tuna, and this is smelling good. Look at this huge chunk of tuna right there. I love big chunks of tuna in my casseroles or whatever I'm eating or just out of the can. That just looks amazing. My mouth is watering just looking at this. Now let's compare this to the Walmart Great Value brand. Now look at this. And obviously just not even chunks, I would call it shreds. There might be some bigger chunks down in there, but just shreds. And of course we've got this right here. Don't let this freak you out. This is just a piece of skin. This isn't a bug or anything like that. It's just like the surface meat. It's just the skin, but no, it's not very appetizing. And yes, there's quite a bit of skin in this tuna. So I'm really disappointed in that. In a casserole or something, you're not really going to notice that. But if you're making tuna sandwiches or some type of tuna spread to put on a cracker or something, that's just not going to look very appetizing. And if you're trying to get your kids to eat tuna, this is really going to turn them off, I believe. So no, this skin, these dark spots in here just don't look that appetizing. And there is some bigger chunks in here, but yeah, with that, all that skin and that black in there, that just doesn't look so good. Let's taste these and see if there's a difference. So I'm going to start with the Chicken of the Sea, and I got my eye on that big chunk right there. So let's pull this out and see how that tastes. That just looks delicious. Oh, look at this. Just look at that huge chunk of tuna there. I'm going to go for that one. So I'm going to get this big old chunk of tuna right here. Oh, and my mouth is watering, and I'm going to try this. Let's see how this is. Not as good. It's a little dry, but that's just the way tuna is. Even though it's saturated in water, you know, it kind of has that dry, I guess it's more of a texture than a taste. But boy, that tastes good. So I'm a little reluctant to do this, but let's move over and try some of the Great Value brand. See if I can find a big chunk in there. That's a decent chunk. Let's try that. It too tastes really good. And actually, it seems to be less dry. Maybe because it's smaller pieces and sitting in the water better. So I'd say they both taste about the same. Both have the same amount of salt. Obviously, there's a salt added, but they have just the right amount of salt. Not too salty by any means, but holy cow, huge difference. For me, the money, definitely the Chicken of the Sea. They both taste good. The Walmart Great Value actually seem to be a bit more moist than what the Chicken of the Sea is. But as for the chunks, I love these huge chunks of tuna. So let's try this again and see if there really is a difference. Wow. That piece was just quite a bit more moist than the previous one was. Maybe because it's sitting farther down in the can. Let's try the Great Value one more time. And since I can't find any more big chunks, I'm just going to have to get a forkful. Wow. They both are equally as good when it comes to taste. Actually, the Walmart is a bit more moist, which really adds to the flavor. So really, I guess the Walmart just tastes a little bit better just because the tuna is more moist. And that's probably because there's smaller particles, so there's more voids for the moisture to get into. But I love the big old chunks of the chicken of the sea. It tastes the same. I mean, it's tuna, just the right amount of salt, but I love these big chunks. So I guess it's really going to come down to what you're using these for. Obviously, the chicken of the sea is considerably more expensive. And that's probably why there's only 4 ounces of tuna in here, because you can't have big chunks without having some voids. So there's going to be less meat in this can than if you have just a bunch of shreds of meat in this can. So I think that's why this is 4 ounces compared to the 5 ounces here. And obviously the chicken of the sea is just more expensive than the Walmart Great Value brand. But the quality of the chicken of the sea is just so much better than the Walmart Great Value. They're more concerned about the quality of the tuna, the cleanliness of the tuna without having pieces of skin and having nice chunks of tuna, as opposed to the Walmart brand, which is just shreds. Even though the black spots in there, the pieces of skin or whatever, are not going to be bad, it's not going to be nasty, they just don't look that appetizing, do they? That's a big mark down for the Great Value brand. And like I said before, if you're feeding this to the kids, they're not going to want to see these black spots. They're going to be turning their nose up at the tuna. The chicken of the sea just is a whole lot better product. For my money, chicken of the sea is definitely the way to go. So thank you for watching Food Fights, and please subscribe so we can continue to try it before you buy it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.